Oh shit, you already know what time it is. It's that Hickerbilly shit. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. HB shit, man, they never saw us coming. Just a bunch of no shit, taking rowdy country bumpkin. We speaking real loud for the folks who come from nothing. Putting fakes in their place, calling out that country bluffing. If you ain't really real, then you really gotta go. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, you won't. Cause knowledge ain't wisdom, man, that requires soul. Spread the light, kill the dark, that's the #1 goal. Can't none of these fake country boys hang with the Hickerbillies. Out here stuck in first gear while we laughing, riding wheelies. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip.
I keep a bag of the sticky icky. Come on, you can hit it with me. I kick it with Hickerbilly for real, so don't get it twisted. I don't give a fuck about recognition for Jack Rabbit. I'm here for the home team. Let's get to the bag, damn it. I feel like I was born to do it. I spit the flame in these verses, they keep pouring through me. I know the game, I was born and raised up in the bricks. I felt the pain, Tennessee will be a crucifix. And there I hang on that Hickerbilly shit.
We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip.
Fuck around and find out about the Hickerbilly shit the wrong way. We been posted up in the woods with some sticks, yeah, bitch, like all day. And we don't care about what you say, that jibber jabber, it don't really matter. All that bro talk, it's just pitter patter. About to raise the bar, you better get a ladder. We on it, blasting off straight to the top. Don't give a fuck, you could like it or not. Every day out here, we punching the clock. Out in the country, nobody's in chalk. Yeah, we really out here on a music making mission. If you're really looking for me, then you can find me fishing. We on that Hickerbilly shit.
We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. That's that Hickerbilly shit, motherfuckers. Country rap better watch out. We coming out the woods to get ya.
What's up, everybody? Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Yo, we gonna talk about some shit tonight, yo. What up, everybody in the chat? I see Wisco, Straight Hooter Shooter, Josh in here, Lady Ann's up in here, Pharaoh's up in here. We're gonna talk about some shit tonight, y'all. Accountability and authenticity. The double A's of just being a decent person in a stand-up individual. Look, I've never claimed to be a redneck or a country boy or any of that shit, right? I've lived in a small town my entire life, growing up. I just was raised and taught by certain standards and certain principles. And I never thought in a million years that I would be where I'm at today and seeing all this shit with my own eyes. Like, people that I looked up to and thought that were authentic and real motherfuckers turn out to be some of the biggest bitches there are. And it's crazy because the thing that confuses the hell out of me, like, why do these people act like that they're such badass motherfuckers that, like, they're so country, right? I'm sorry, but now a real country boy in my book would handle their business and stand on all 10, like they say. At least that's what they claim in their music, right? When they're always talking about in their music, they gonna stand on 10, right? Or doing country boy shit or, just stuff like that, right? But to call the cops on somebody because you ran your mouth on the internet and they showed up to whoop your ass and you won't come outside and you call the fucking cops. I ain't never called the cops on anybody in my entire fucking life and never will because you know why? I don't need the fucking cops to do shit. I handle that shit myself. I don't need the cops. I don't need the cops to get involved in nothing. Why the fuck do I need them? If someone wants to talk shit on the internet and they want to handle it, we handle it. We don't call the fucking police and have them escorted off. Someone shows up to my house, I walk outside and fight them right there. I don't fucking call the cops. It's the biggest sign of a pussy I've ever seen in my life. So I didn't see that on my bingo card, you know what I mean? But I'm starting to really learn and see that a lot of these dudes put on this fucking facade, right? Of like trying to be something that they really ain't. And I've seen it my whole life. I've seen it, but now I'm starting to see it in this country rap lane, right? I'm starting to see the full picture. Ryan Upchurch never was who he says he was. And when he's always talking about, the badass, he was always referring to Deerdorf, right? So it's just crazy, man. All those songs that he sung over the years, he was always talking about that badass person in those songs that he wrote the lyrics about. He was always referencing Deerdorf. I mean, think about it. Do you really think that Ryan Upchurch is gonna go out there and handle all that? No, I don't think so. It's just silly. Calling the cops after, you just talked about someone's old lady and the kids, right? Where I grew up in the town that I live in the time that I grew up in, things were different back then. If you talked about somebody, which we didn't really have internet back then, really. My family grew up. I didn't have a lot. We didn't have a lot of money, so we didn't have all these fancy things. Like we had a computer, but it was dial up. Okay, there were. It was just my mom played games on the computer. She'd play like Monopoly or like Texas Hold'em poker or Farmville or shit like that. You know, we didn't get on there and do internet stupid shit, right? So all this internet stupid shit wasn't around back then. Not like it is nowadays. If you had a problem with somebody, you met them somewhere and you fought them, right? Either playground, school, the park, doesn't fucking matter. We just a railroad track somewhere. You handle that. You fight each other, and when you get done, you shake their hand. And depends on how old you are. Buy them a beer. Hey, yeah, man. Pick them up off the ground, shake their hand. Win or lose, win or lose. Settle that fucking difference. Call it a day, right? Nowadays, you don't see that, man. You got people wanting to jump people. You got people wanting to fucking pull guns. Fuck it. Since when did this become the norm? And then now you got people call the cops. So you got people nowadays that call the cops because they ran their mouth on the internet and they can't back it up, and they know they can't. So what they do? They talk all that shit, and when someone has had enough, and they're like, "I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna whoop your ass." When they're really about it, and they do go to show up, that person calls the cops. What kind of message do you send to your fan base, bro? Like, I'm just It's baffling. It is baffling to see that. I'm just saying straight up. This is not the same person that I thought it was, and I realized that real quick over the last course of the last year or so that I've been involved with this podcast and getting to meet all these cool ass fucking people, man. You know, I'm humble for that because I've always needed that in my life. You know, a bunch of cool ass, solid ass dudes, man. I call my brothers, and we stick out for one another. And we got the coolest fucking chat right here, ladies and gentlemen, on Hickerbilly shit fucking fam, right? Chat, best fucking chat on YouTube, right? And I'm just happy. I'm blessed and honored to be a part of this and be able to call these guys my brother and be able to call you all my fam, right? Because I never thought in a million years I would have this, this connection and this brotherhood and shit. But hell yeah, with the Red Sea. But what's crazy is when you look up to somebody, right? And you think that this person's authentic, and then you see behind the scenes what's really going on, you're like, damn, that's wild, dude. Because all these songs that I listened to for a longest time, years, right? Been a fan of this guy for years. Listen to his music on the daily. Is now not authentic to me anymore. And when you start to put a certain person on a pedestal, right? I appreciate that, Triple T. When you put somebody on a pedestal, right? Somebody that has caused you issues in the past, and I'm talking about Johnny Gobble, right? When you put Johnny Gobble on a podcast and you put him up as a person of what Cree Squad's royalty that everyone says what they call it, Cree Squad royalty, and you say that, oh, this guy, he's got the best interest in Cree Squad right now. Hold up, because that guy you're referring to, he's the one that was on a podcast and said he loved the child molester, right? So you look at all this stuff that's been going on, okay? So you got that. Creek Squad Archbishop, there you go. Hell yeah, Triple T. So there's one, right? There's one red flag. Number two, paid BX Beast Boy $10,000 to make a documentary about his life, right? Well, BX Beast Boy got caught talking dirty to a 13-year-old boy, saying he wanted him to get sexy for him, wanted him to take him backstage, and he wanted to meet up with him and wanted to teach him how about the music industry. Bro, that was grooming 101. And that's another red flag. That's red flag number 2. Red flag number 3 for me was when you went and attacked all these other people and said all this crazy wild shit, right? About how, oh yeah, I believe in God and Jesus and all this shit. And you would talk about God and stuff, but yet you would call everybody else weird. Say, you're weird, you're weird, you're weird. But yet you're the one that picked a manager that has a fucking Baphomet sigil, which is a demon sigil on his chest tattooed, and he sells murderabilia, which is human remains and pentagrams and all that shit, and collects odd and extreme stuff. And when you get called out about that, you know what his response is? Oh, he just likes weird stuff. No, hold on. Because if you want to throw around and go around and say you're going to start this, where you're going to go around and catch pedophiles, right? Well, have you opened your eyes and looked in the news and seen what's in the Epstein files? A lot of these alleged predators, they worshiped the devil. They were Satanists, right? So my only question would be, wouldn't you want to start on your home turf? Because if you don't, then what's up with all that? It's a bunch of weird strange shit going on with no explanation. You know, what he does is he manipulates people, right? And gets what he wants and sucks it out of them, okay? He sucks that out of them and gets what he wants out of that. And then when you stand up to him and say, I don't know if I fuck with that, dude, then you're already on his shit list. And now he's gonna find any way he can to get rid of you now. So now he's plotting against you secretly. So once you disagree with him one time, that's it. He's lost everybody he's had in his entire corner. His fan base is already conflicted. I will never rep Creek Squad again. I've said some foul shit about people that I should have never said. I take a lot of that shit back because at the end of the day, you know, I own up to it. I'm not going to make excuses and fucking beat around the bush with it. I said some shit out of pocket and out of line about a lot of people. But you know, at the end of the day, I own up to that. So uh I'm just glad that I lifted the veil and able to see through the bullshit because, man, for the longest time, I thought this dude was a stand-up guy. Well, in actuality, jealousy ate him to the core. You know, jealousy is what compromised his brain and made him do all this stupid and crazy shit. He's turned on everybody. And I think if you go back and look at the timeline here, okay, I want to say it was in the 2020s, right? It may have been pre-COVID. I'm not sure. Y'all can quote me on this, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he started getting jealous of Adam really quick when Adam started working with Tom McDonald, right? And like, look, Tom McDonald's not for everybody. Do I think Tom's whack? No, I think he has a lot of talent. I don't agree with all of his music that he does. But at the end of the day, Tom McDonald, he gets numbers, right? He does put up some solid numbers. I don't agree with all of Tom's music. I don't agree with all of his shit he talks about in his music. But what I will say is there was definitely a sign of jealousy there for sure. And Ryan started getting jealous real quick of that. He started getting jealous of Adam was working with Tom and going out and shooting videos and working with Dax and stuff and working with other artists. And, you know, if you look at him now and see what he's doing now and his mindset that he thinks everyone's against him, right? There's always that paranoia in his brain. He's like, but what's really insane is people believe it too. People believe it. I agree with you. Used to ride for Upchurch, but just can't support him anymore. Facts. Can't get behind that shit that he's about anymore. Can't. And I was a big rider for Creek Squad, and I had a fucking reaction channel, and I would react to his music all the time. And you know what? I wasn't afraid to fucking delete that channel immediately after I saw the shit that I saw, and I was like, nah, can't get behind this. Dagburn, I don't know why you're talking, you goofy bastard. Because you're the one that was on there saying that you love the sex offender, bro. And let me tell you something. Those words never came out of my mouth. They came out of yours. So remember what you say. Because you said that. You went on a podcast and told a sex offender that you loved him and didn't care about his past crimes because you forgive him. You shouldn't be allowed to walk around a school, you fucking weirdo. So keep pushing that narrative? What do you mean narrative? Bro, you said that on a podcast, dude. There's no narrative to push. You said that on a live in front of a live audience, dude. You said that shit. There's no narrative to push. Well, let me guess. You're playing a character, right? You're playing a character, and the character that you're playing just loves child touchers, right? You just that's the thing, Dagburn. You just playing a character. This character that you play just happens to tell pedophiles that you love them, right? That's what you do. No, I don't need to play the whole video. I saw it for myself. That ain't a cut video. That's what you said. You said those words. Just like everyone's trying to spin that cut video of Jelly Roll, right? But we all know the truth about that video because it came out. Just like that video you're sharing around the internet, telling everybody about that you're playing too, huh? The one with him saying with the Epstein shit. Now that ain't a clip. That's not a clip video, dude. You said it. Everyone knows you said it, dude. You can't make that shit up. You can't make that shit up. I think he just. I don't know. It's wild. I don't know. I have no clue if it's real. I have no clue. All I know is I heard what I heard, and that's fucked up, dude. What's the narrative pushing you're talking about? Which one? What? I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Actually, I did. Actually, I did. I did hear what you were talking about before that. Oh, a lot of people, not just me. The whole internet heard what you were talking about, dude. So, yeah, can't explain that, but okay. But back to what I was saying. Um, the jealousy came out, right? And it sabotaged him, and he started blaming people, taking shots at people for no reason. And all the shit that I'm seeing come out nowadays, Deerdorf has no reason to lie, right? I honestly don't think he does. He's been around it for years, right? He saw all the real shit. I mean, he flat out said that Ryan didn't even know how to mix 2-cycle engine oil in the fucking chainsaw, right? He can't even mix oil in a fucking chainsaw, dude. So all those songs that he wrote about this country star or this outlaw type figure was always about Deerdorf, I think. That's the person that he was playing, I think. I Need a Life, huh? Man. Well, why don't we go talk about Dagburn since we're on the topic here and you're in the chat? Why don't we go ahead and talk about how the fact that wasn't a what didn't you at one time say that you were in a bisexual relationship with Ryan Upchurch? Didn't you say that at one point in time? What about whenever you drove past Ryan because you were so obsessed with Ryan Upchurch that you drove past him when he was out with a bunch of his fans? How about that? Let's talk about that. Remember that? I remember that. I remember that. No, I don't think so. But I got a great life actually, and make great money doing what I do. Yeah. Well, if you're so bad, how come you didn't go get out and settle it right then and there? If he called you out, right? If he called you out and you knew where he was and you didn't pull up and do something, that makes you a bitch, dog. I don't care what you say. You can say whatever you want. You can spend it whatever you want. Since you didn't get out and whoop his ass, that makes you a bitch. If we're going by that, or are you the cop calling type too? 'Cause I think you guys might have something in common. I think he might be the cop calling type. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. You're Johnny Gobble though, right? You can whoop everybody's ass still, right? Yeah. Yeah. We got some good music up in there. Let's see what we got. I ain't got no problem with Triple T.
J. Duran did it again.
Woke up quick at about noon, trying to find me something good that I could get into. Bad bitch beside me, better find her shoes. Must sound grimy to you, but that's how I do. Ooh, yeah, I'm on what you on. Hit the shower, hit the joint, hit the door, and I'm gone. Doc sauce in my phone, said there's money on the floor. And you know how it goes, bitch, money over hoes.
It's money over hoes, yeah, it's riches over bitches. It's dark sauce, baby, and you know I'm out here dating. I had to pat it down, cause them titties look suspicious. Was a good ass day, I was on my way fishing. Scooting through town, I had to pick up a couple bucks. 12 pulled me over, and I said my name is Fuck. Bobby Nuts said chill, watch this. Said some smart shit, got rid of them pigs.
Riding with my partner, that's a good ass day. Make a couple dollars, that's a good ass day. Rolling up the flowers, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Don't see no police, that's a good ass day. No drama in the streets, that's a good ass day. Get to smoke a little weed, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Hey,
oh no, big NG. I could give a fuck unless you can't stand me. Cause it's money over bitches, it's something that's never switching. But she's snorting off my dishes when she's supposed to be cleaning my kitchen. Goddamn, but that ain't gon' kill my vibe. Cause we blowing on the pine and I pulled up just in time. Cause got 20, rolled a nugget, got 9. It's a good ass day, now I'm high on my mind. And it's getting off on me to stand up. If you ever felt like this, put your hands up. Even if you're not okay and you can't stand us. Even if you had a whole lot to say, but you never ran up. This one's for you. Hope your day gets better. Good luck to you. Just know we'll never let it go. And I don't even own the AK. Still I gotta say I'm having a good ass day.
riding with my partner, that's a good ass day. Make a couple dollars, that's a good ass day. Rolling up the flowers, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Don't see no police, that's a good ass day. No drama in the streets, that's a good ass day. Get to smoke a little weed, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Hey.
It's a good ass day, ain't no way to fuck it up. She said she wanna ride, well, buckle up, powder cup. She said she get high, bitch you doing too much. Has he got the throat lately? These nuts. Stepped out the house, thought short, oh no. Went back in, I forgot my pistol. Rather be caught with it than without it. I'm just saying I'ma have a good day, regardless.
Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay. Couple sips on the way of that sweet Mary Jane. Got a phobia to act in my pink Gatorade. Apple crown in the bag, straight shots, no chase. Doing how I does it while I'm adding to my budget. I don't want no chicken nuggets, I want the whole bucket. And I'ma go get it, bitch, mind your own business. Gotta wonder how I did it, but sharks aboard swimming. Riding with my partner, that's a good ass day. Make a couple dollars, that's a good ass day. Rolling up the flowers, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Don't see no police, that's a good ass day. No drama in the streets, that's a good ass day. Get to smoke a little weed, that's a good ass day. Man, that's a good ass day. That's a good ass day. Hey.
Hell yeah, it's a good ass day. It's a good ass day. Now, what were you saying, Fagburn? What were you saying again? Because there's no evidence of that you're spitting, but there's evidence of what you say on your live. Because we all heard it. Don't you think that if there was damning evidence against Triple T like that, it would have already been shared all across the fucking internet, you goofy fuck? That's slander, dude. Like, that's one thing, dude. To even imply something that's false like that against somebody. You don't call somebody a snitch and you don't call someone a pedo without fucking paper, pal. But I can tell you right now, if there was any evidence that supported your stupid fucking narrative that you're trying to spin there, it would be all over the fucking internet. Because the internet's a wild place and everything goes around real quick, right? Look at me, false advertising. False advertising. Okay. Yeah, I'm false advertising. Yeah. Doing false advertising. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. What speaking my mind is false advertising, huh? You know you didn't realize, right, that it's called having an opinion and it's the internet and I'm just speaking how I feel about shit. I mean, that's what everyone else fucking does on the internet, but when I do it, it's a crime. False advertising. What exactly am I speaking about as a false advertisement? Because I'm not trying to sell you a product, right? I'm just telling you how I feel about shit. So, okay. You don't bother me, kid. So keep talking, Squawky. Let's see here. Oh, this song is a good one.
Sometimes I wonder what people are really doing here. It's like the majority are so lost they have to be shown the way. Like they're so distracted by frivolous bullshit they'll never know their own potential. The shit is basic. It's not fucking talent. It's not magic. It's not complicated. It's not even fucking difficult. All you gotta do is just set your mind to it and just fucking do it.
Tell me what else can I say? Pardon me if I'm abrasive. See, I was raised to be a man and face your fate. Cause only fools beg for mercy. You might be okay, you might get hurt, you might get murdered. That's a chance you gotta take. Just be smart. I bet you gamble every day, you fucking sweetheart. You might as well have some dignity and be hard. Quit following the leader. Cold feet, grab you a heater and some extra magazines. Quit being so dependent. We got women acting like men and men acting like bitches. I'm from a bloodline of patriots and I ain't backing down. I will never be complacent. Shit, that got me aggravated. Losing my fucking patience with the silent majority. Sitting idly by while the world burns and tyrants have authority. Silent majority. Silent majority. Motherfucker silent majority. While the world burns and tyrants have authority. Fucking silent majority. Fucking silent majority. Motherfucker silent majority. While the world burns and tyrants have authority.
I'm never sidelined, sitting, no, I'm on the front lines with my dogs ready to ride until my brothers tell me sick 'em. I won't be silenced, I'm never playing the victim, no I would rather get violent and wild, I like fuck the system, yeah. Bring the word to the left, I'ma get them, yo, they but they talking me really about action. Fuck what you heard, I'll be coming and swinging, they fuck with my boys and I'm really gon' blast. From what's in trouble, there's no need to ask, cause this in this flank and you will get your ass kicked. Live for the leave in the casket, I'll send the defenders with hands of the ratchet. Try the gas and I got the matches, lighting the fire up under their asses. They trying to stop us from reaching the masses, but there ain't no stopping this patriot passion. Nah, the reaction, this a reaction, fuck all that chillin' shit, time to get active. I'm really militant, this ain't no acting, I'm ready to kill some shit, nigga, no cap, it's all.
That got me aggravated. Losing my fucking patience with the silent majority. Sitting idly by while the world burns and tyrants have authority. Fucking silent majority. Fucking silent majority. Motherfucking silent majority. While the world burns and tyrants have authority. Fucking silent majority. Fucking silent majority. Motherfucking silent majority. While the world burns and tyrants have authority.
Take that fucking pyramid down. Take that fucking down. Shut the fuck up. Bunch of whiny fucks, man. Seriously. Oh. Ain't it sad? Ain't it sad? It's kind of fucking humorous actually if you think about it. But back to what we were talking about. Just wanted to play some music in between because those tears, man, those tears are starting to fuck up my keyboard here. You know what I'm saying? The tears from Dagburns are leaking. I have to probably Lysol my keyboard because I don't want to catch anything. But No, but ain't it crazy? If you think about it, if you think about all the shit that's happened over the couple of years, uh, all the fucking, all the stupid shit that was said and the crazy shit, right? He spread a lot of false narratives and got into a lot of people's heads and ears and said some shit. And a lot of it was not true at all. But Johnny, you took the ball and you ran with it. You took the ball and you ran with it, dude. And that's the funny part about it. What it was is he was jealous because, you know, his peers in this genre were surpassing him quick. And they were, you know, they were doing bigger things. And they were getting bigger numbers. And when he starts to see that he ain't number one no more, that's when he starts to get paranoid and think that everyone's out to get him, right? It's wild. Like when we heard it too, not a couple weeks ago, Adam got up there and Hickerbilly asked him a question. You would ride for Ryan. That was your guy, and you would do whatever it takes to be there for your dude. And when you got somebody like that in your life that's like that tight with you, that would fucking take a bullet for you, would get in fights for you, that's a real fucking true friend right there. But what happened? He got jealous because he thought that he was what being more successful than him, and that's what warranted him to make these accusations that he wrote diss tracks about him. What's his excuse for everyone else that he backstabbed? Because that's why I titled tonight's live "Accountability and Authenticity." Because when is Ryan Upchurch going to take accountability? When is he going to take accountability for all the fucked up shit he's done? When? Are we ever going to see it? I don't think so. And then now you got Nicole Arbor spreading these narratives saying that she wrote a bunch of his songs. She said that she wrote a few of the songs and she didn't get no credit for them. So why is it that you got all these people starting to speak up out of nowhere? They're coming out the woodworks like, oh yeah, this happened. Or this and this happened. That's crazy. Nightworks. That's fucking wild to think, dude. That's wild, dude. I can't listen to that chick's music, man. It makes me want to see a shrink. I don't have the patience for it. I actually would play one of her songs in the car on the way, earlier while driving. My son said, "Turn that shit the fuck off." Instantly. So no, you can't. Can't believe anything that serpent says. It's a serpent in disguise. But I got a song loaded up here. Now, I'm gonna come out and flat out and say I'm not a fan of Jelly Roast newer stuff. But you gotta admit, the dude's got a hell of a catalog. And when he was on his shit, he was on his shit. So old school Jelly Roll to me surpasses the newer age Jelly Roll, I think. And this is right here is one of the songs that I first discovered him on years and years ago. And been one of my favorites.
Go to this warehouse, man, this job, I swear I wanna leave. I work my ass off to get a couple of $100 a week. After bills, pills, beer, and weed, I ain't got money to eat. So I follow my boss right through his house and I put this pistol in his mouth. Robbed him and told him I'd kill his kids if he ever made a fucking sound. Went to work the next day with a smile, tossing boxes like nothing happened. I don't give a fuck, I'm out this bitch soon as I make it rapping. Don't believe, bitch, wait and see. One day you'll be a memory. Every time you see my CD, bitch, you will remember me. On that fucking shit, quit fucking with you, scratching off my bucket list. I'm fucking pissed, time to pop a bar, calm down, I'm done with this. My boss man been tripping lately. I don't give a fuck. My old lady been tripping lately. I don't give a fuck. Bill collector's been tripping lately. I don't give a fuck. Even my mama, she been tripping lately. I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
9 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, I'm running late. Tell the boss man I'm on my way. I can't get fired today. Man, I'm broke, I'm fucked up. Only got a couple dollars, but I'm hungry, I'm hungover. Guess I'll go right to McDonald's. And the line so long that it pissed me off a little, bitch. I want a McGriddle with some sausage in the middle. I pull out of the drive-thru, I don't wanna go to work. Hit a turn and spill some fucking orange juice up on my shirt. Man, my boss man is a jerk. My old lady's tripping too. She's always nagging and bitching about the shit that I don't do. Told me that I'm white trash, now I'll never take out the trash. But the way I feel today, you can kiss my ass too.
My boss man been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
My old lady been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
Bill collector's been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
Even my mama, she been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
One of them
Fuck
days.
that bitch. And I told her pack her shit and get the fuck about my crib quick, but I lost my grip. Don't wanna be around when I flip my wig. Hold up, y'all ain't heard what she did. Told her, caught her in the bag, giving hands, so I had to give land and big up for the cops. So now I'm in the whip and I'm driving left lane, riding up 75, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror and all I'm seeing is sirens. I'm a product, domestic violence, and I hate that motherfucking slut. I'm surrounded by 100 cops, and I don't give a motherfucker.
I mean, I got my family and 2 balls that I can grab. Don't wanna come off conceited, too proud. And one of those who really ain't have less than nothing. I ain't frontin' suburban country. I'm ballin' bed sheets for curtains and windows. And yes, I'm drunk and can barely call, and I'm this way most of the time. Good for mine and my own. Unless knows that folk man and mine. Get up in an ass like I'm too prying. Got no time for no bullshit. Better cover your stack before I get up in the jacket. I'm looking for all the paper I can get. Fuck!
My boss man been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
My old lady been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
Bill collector's been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
Even my mama, she been tripping lately.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
It's one of them days.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Lil White. Jelly Roll on that one. When Twisted. That was the banger. But a lot that I spoke on, though, is just from what I've analyzed over the last course of a year, right? It's clearly evident that what happened is when he started to see certain people surpassing him, you know, he wanted to crash the fucking genre to make sure he could try to burn it down. When, you know, we saw him, he got on there and what? Y'all remember? It was over on Country Rap Shit with Chop and them. He got on there and he was gassing up Marcotic, saying that Marcotic's just really dope, and he understands like Marcotic understands, and he's smart and all this. And what was it like? What? Not even 24 hours later, he was already putting Marcotic down, right? Because what? He searches catalog. That's already some Fed type shit. Okay, when you got to search on people, look up people. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's doing. I gotta look up and see what he's doing. That's fucking weird. WEIRD, like Hickerbilly says. That's weird. That's wild, dude. You gonna look up people's backgrounds and shit and say some crazy shit, dude? Man. Gas dude up, said, oh yeah, he's great, man. He's talented. And then 24 hours later, tearing him down. What, because he works with people that you didn't like? Like, I don't think people understand this, but like, the world goes on, whether we're here or not. We could all disappear right fucking now, and the world's still gonna go on. Life's still gonna go on, with or without all of us, right? We all could disappear right now, and life is still gonna go on and flourish and all that, whether we're here or we ain't. So I've never really listened to his catalog. I don't know much about the dude. Don't know much about him. Let's see here. What we got in here, though? We ain't heard this one in a while.
Check my credentials, my music influential, bitch. Straight from my mental, I soothe you with any tempo. This ain't got a rentals, no boys with diamond dinners. I eat these beats like dogs and kennels, eating kibbles. I'm a fucking problem. Mathematicians can solve a myth. I'm in your darling, she squirting just like a dolphin. I'm steady coughing, cushion keep me exhausted. So I'm bothered, my outlook cannot be altered. Conversate with these scholars, politic with the ballers. You counterfeit and a target. You faking half-hearted. My flow be retarded, but be on point like a Marlin. I'm from the south, but hope they proud of me in Harlem. You know I'm cutting, my donuts like it's Dunkin'. Cough out your pumpkin if your bitch ass owe me money. It's back to bustin', poppin' shots at these suckers. They so disgusted, don't know why the ladies love them. Cause I'm
You can say that I'm cold, but I got a new definition.
nothing real about this channel behind the fence. Listen to your fucking self, dude. You know how fucking retarded you sound? Nothing real about this channel behind the fence. Nothing real about this channel behind the fence. You sound like a fucking dumbass, dude. Seriously, listen to yourself. Gosh. You sound like a fucking frog, dude. Nothing real about this channel behind the fence. Gosh, dude. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell me how close your eyes are, dude. If you could take your fingers like this and like fucking but that I bet that eyebrow goes straight across, bro. So yeah. It's crazy. Nothing real about the fence. And the fences. The fence over here. You guys got a high fence over here. I can't climb it. Well, it sucks to be you, dude. Maybe take your fucking Crocs off or something. I don't fucking know. Who's that? Turd eye. Who you talking about now? Talking about me? A nervous wreck? Me? A nervous wreck? How many counts you got, dude? Me, I'm a nervous wreck. I could whoop your ass on my worst day. Blindfolded, hands tied behind my back. So there's that, dude. That's reality. And are you gonna pay that lady back or not, dude? Chat's been asking all night, dude. We've been live for 54 minutes and 48 seconds. And the chat's been asking the same question over and over because they want to know are you gonna pay that woman back or not? You probably wear a dress at night too, don't you? You battered female, you. You're a battered female, dude. He's a battered female. Jeez, dude. You probably got a sty in every fucking crevice of your eyelid too, probably. But yeah, so what I was saying earlier, I'm disappointed that I was ever even remotely affiliated with the Creek Squad. It was actually an embarrassment, and I want to forget about that whole entire time. And it's a part of me that I'm willing to just forget because it's not what I I don't correlate with it. I ain't censored you at all, period. I don't even have the power to censor you, you goofy fuck. So, again, you gonna pay that lady back or not? The chat's been asking this question. And if you're gonna be here and squabble all fucking night long and annoy the shit out of us, you should at least be able to answer a question, right? Are you gonna pay that woman back or not? And I'm just drinking water, dude. This is water. Like what? I'm not allowed to drink water? What, drinking water is a fucking crime, dude? Look, dude. It's fucking water, you dipshit. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm drinking water. Show me your shaking hand. Show me it to me. Let me see your hand shaking. Drinking that water and shit. Hey, it's not my fault that your water's fucking polluted and dirty and brown. And mine's crystal fucking clear. Look at my water. Crystal fucking clear, dude. So again, So she wanted to make a false accusation and say that I'm drinking when I'm drinking water in a cup. He's like, show me your hands, dude. What are you, a fucking cop, dude? Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Let me see your hands. Hold that hand out. Are you fucking homo or something, dude? You want to touch my hand? Bro, dude, look, I haven't been rummaging my hands in a Dorito bags. You're not sucking my finger, you weirdo. God, what's going on tonight? First, Johnny Gobble comes in here, and now you come in here. I find it really strange that Johnny Gobble comes in and then you come in right after him. You guys ain't at the Motel 6, are you? We'll keep the light on for you, huh? You guys are wearing this. You guys are sharing a dress, ain't you? Man, he wants to. I know, Danielle. Am I the only one seeing this, ladies and gentlemen? He wants to hold my hand. He's getting mad that I'm drinking water. I'm trying to drink something that's going to keep me hydrated, right? And he's mad and upset about it because he wants it to be something else, I guess. Here he is with his fantasies. He's wanting me to, my gosh, dude. I thought Johnny Gobble was the only person that would do something strange for a little piece of change, but you just topped the bar tonight, so you're probably vaccinated too, pal. You got your boosters and all. Guarantee it. I drink water because it keeps me hydrated. Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is, don't forget to insert my ad here. It's time for our ad. It's not non-existent, but this stream is brought to you in part by H2O water. Everyone has it, but some are dirty and some ain't. Here I am drinking my water. Man, if the shoe fits, bud. Awful thirsty. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of talking, you fucking retard. It's called talking on a microphone. I could tell you ain't been out and you ain't done much, right? I have a lot of media experience, okay? I've got a lot. So when you speak a lot, you have to have water on the side by to drink to clear your throat, right? Because I'm on a podcast right now. I've got a mic. This thing right here is called a microphone. You know what a microphone is? You speak into it, and it projects your voice out so people can hear you. Some people use it to record music. Some people use it to record dialogue, which is what I'm doing. I'm recording dialogue right now because this is the podcast. Hickerbilly shit, hashtag 362, accountability and authenticity is the name of the podcast tonight, in case you can't read either. So, yeah, dude. It's called a microphone. I'm speaking, right? So I have to have something to clear my throat. But look, dude, I've also got this Sonic cup too, by the way, that's filled with drink as well. It's not alcohol by any means, but yeah, dude. Gosh, this guy acting stupid. He thinking the water. He drinking water. You fucking moron, dude. Jeez. Hey man, keep doing you, dog. Keep doing you. I got a song that just fits this perfectly.
Y'all don't like me anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to place myself around the people that don't like me anyway. I'ma be just fine. It's your loss, not mine. Don't like me anyway. And I spend too much time giving the fuck what people thought of me was out my mind. Y'all don't like me anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to play myself around the people that don't like me anyway. Too many times I've been in this predicament, I'm sick of it, cause I never got back everything that I put into it. It's sickening. Relationships and past friends, that's lessons learned. And I talk about it in the past tense. I done started fires and bridges burned. We recognize we're right. Every time I see you, I feel like you got so much to say, but you don't say nothing, and the silence don't feel right. I can't even let that bother me. I gotta be more smart than that, cause back in the day when it stressed me out, but it's different. I don't wanna pardon that, cause I had to learn the hard way. Had fake friends that claim real, when I always had they back, when they let me know just how the pain feels. So now I treat them different, I prioritize positions. Truth is I cared and they didn't. All I can do is forgive them. Anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to place myself around the people that don't like me anyway. I'ma be just fine. It's your loss, not mine. Don't like me anyway. And I spend too much time giving the fuck what people thought of me was out my mind. Y'all don't like me anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to play myself around the people that don't like me.
Heard you don't like me, I don't like y'all neither. Must have forgot like I got amnesia. Must have had too many goddamn seizures. Every time I turn around I got more levers. Everybody says just trust and believe us. What it look like, man, leave it to Beaver. Out of your mind like Damien Felicia. Wanna smoke all the reefer, better go with the preacher. Yeah, you better get ready for apocalypse. I'm dropping this and ain't nobody topping this. You better watch that tongue when you talking pimp. You think a real gangster cause you're walking limp. You remind me of some shit like Brennan Stimp. Couple idiots with no common sense. Yeah, that's another blow to your confidence. I promise this, I'm pulling up quick and I'm bombing shit. Think I'm gonna stop when I got a confession. Been through a whole lot, I ain't even stressing. Waking up every day, only counting blessings. Only when the weather's fair is when I get a message. Only when I come around is when you call me bro. Think you can't see it like I'm really that slow. Try to play me like a game of tic-tac-toe. Do I wanna be friends now? Psh, like bro.
Me anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to place myself around the people that don't like me anyway. I'ma be just fine. It's your loss, not mine. Don't like me anyway. And I spend too much time giving the fuck what people thought of me was out my mind. Y'all don't like me anyway, but there's certain times you do. You need to know that I can see right through. I know that y'all don't like me anyway. Don't matter, cause I don't like y'all either. I refuse to place myself around the people that don't like me anyway.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Aunt fucking G, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Meat, Hammer. Shout out to Aunt G. Man, those guys make banger music over there. All right, guys. So I vented my part on the first half, the first hour, and spoke what I had to speak about. That was the authenticity part of it. And a little bit of accountability. Second hour, we're going to get into the accountability aspect, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to warn you right here, right now. What I'm about to play here may be disturbing to some, maybe unsettling. Viewer discretion is strongly advised, okay? Now, this is very fucked up stuff that I found here recently. I knew about this situation that happened a while back, right? Like 6 months ago. But I searched and couldn't find anything until recently. I looked again and found it. What up, British Bulldog? Thanks for hopping in, bro. So, I found the clip, and again, there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna be said in this video that may not be suitable for everyone. So, if you got children in the room, please tell them to go ahead and leave the room now before I play this clip. It's very disturbing. It's very sick. And this goes along with the accountability aspect of it. So when we talk about accountability, I think it goes a long way, right? And I'll just let you guys watch the clip and find out for yourself. Give me a second. Get this fucking set up here. Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out. All right, I'm just gonna play it. We'll pause. We'll take a break, but I want you all to hear this shit for yourself. It's called this is the second part of the lives tonight. This is the accountability section.
And a lot of motherfuckers are showing that they've never been to prison, never been locked up, or never been on the block. Because you know there's two words that get you a death sentence instantly: calling somebody a chomo and calling somebody a snitch. I have proof, and I know some people on about Ricky that there's some things about the case that not like people understand. A lot of y'all don't understand how to read court documents.
I guess you don't either, since you said Ricky wasn't a pedo.
Which, let me go ahead and give y'all a little bit of tidbit on me before I finish this song. I have assault on a minor on my record. You don't know what the fuck you're looking at? You're going to think I'm a chomo too, but here's the
y'all just hear what he said? Wow. Wow. What did he say? What did he say again?
Finish this song. I have assault on a minor on my record. You don't know what the fuck you're looking at? You're going to think I'm a chomo too, but here's the reality of it. I walked in on my daughter getting touched and I snatched up the motherfucker that was touching her. But because nobody wanted to tell the fucking truth, and you know, big ass angry black guy threw my ass to the book.
Here we go, using the race card. You don't even look black. And how old was this person you snatched up?
Learn what you're fucking speaking on before you fucking speak. That's what everybody needs to learn. I'm gonna speak more on that in a minute. But as far as, you know, anybody thinking I'm cool with Ricky Freezer, nah, it's always fuck Ricky Freezer for what he tried to do to me. But I don't like the fact that his kids can see what's being said about him and them being included. So therefore, y'all, unless you really know the situation, shut the fuck up.
Wow. This guy, man. Yeah, Josh, you're right, bro. 100%. Fucking weirdo. Fucking weirdo.
Fact that his kids can see what's being said about him and them being included. So therefore, y'all, unless you really know the situation, shut the fuck up.
Maybe that's what you should have done. You always try to act like some tough guy online and vouch for people you shouldn't vouch for. Mason Ray, wasn't he your best friend? JC, and now this Ricky pedo dude. Yeah, maybe you should have shut the fuck up.
What you're saying about you being one. I'm not one. I'm just saying I have assault on a minor on my record for walking. Here's the story on this.
Here we go.
I was with for a couple of years. My daughter's mom.
Here we go. He's going to try to justify his actions. But I want you guys to listen carefully what he says. It is. Okay. It's very disturbing shit.
She has a son. And this dude, you know, came into our lives, and he, at the time I was walking, this dude was 7 years old, man. So there's things kids should do and kids shouldn't do. I would be at home and I'd walk into the room because at the time the kids shared a room. I would be sitting there watching this little dude jack off. I would be.
What the fuck, dude? Seriously? Really?
Sitting there watching this little dude jack off.
Not playing with himself, you know, experimenting, like literally whack his shit. And then when my daughter,
hold up,
Jay,
hold up. You got to reword that, bro, because they clipped that. You're fucked.
Too late. It's already been clipped, bud. It's too late. This is all said on a live stream, mind you. A live fucking stream, okay? A live stream. And people are still cool with this fucking dude. After he said this shit, people are still cool with this dude. How the fuck is this? It's wild to me.
I'm just being honest with it.
I'm just being honest with it.
You know, but you know, if that's what people want to do, you know, fine. And I would go get his mom. I'm like, hey, yo, get him. That's not okay. Like, I'm not get involved in that situation. Handle that shit. And she said she would. She said she would talk to his dad about it and all this. And this issue kept going. And then another time, like my daughter was sitting there in the room playing, or the bathroom would line up, like the doorways would line up. And I was just happy to be at home. I went to go walk towards our room. This dude is in the bathroom, just got out of the shower, don't know where the fuck his mom's at, jumping around the corner, flashing my fucking daughter. She is 3 years old, sitting there playing. This dude is 7. Go tell his mom, handle this shit. And this goes on for fucking months. As far as I know, it's all handled. I just so happened to get home early from work one day. And I go in, they're about to go drop her. Grandma's about to pick him up. She's about to take Rue. Yeah, this is Rue I'm talking about right now. Y'all know who Rue is. I'm about to take Rue's about to go to my mom's for the night, and I'm about to go to my Paranormal Teens party tonight. I walk in the house, go walk towards the room to go grab my clothes and jump in the shower. This dude is sitting there touching my daughter while touching himself. My instant reaction, snatch him up, take him to his mom, tell him to tell his mom what happened, and him to sit there and explain this shit because I'm done. We're no longer doing this shit. Call my mom.
How old was your daughter at the time?
3.
And how old was this dude?
7.
Oh, he was 7.
Yeah.
All right. I want you to think for a minute, Jay. Hold on. Listen to me. Your reaction is 100% warranted, right? Because anybody that sees that is gonna react.
I haven't even got to the juicy parts of this story.
I know, but listen before you say all that. At 7 years old, bro, these kids are just now. They're what's the word?
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
They're figuring shit out, and bro, like
more advanced than we was at 7 years old. That's for damn sure.
Who's that? Who's that talking? I know that voice. I know that voice. I know that voice. Y'all recognize that voice? Yeah. Y'all heard that voice, right? Y'all recognize that voice? Sound familiar?
Are you serious?
I waited my whole life, offered to suck dick for fame. Been a poser from the start, that is why I donned this name. Cuck's the least name, you like it? I don't give a fuck. 3 dudes are plowing shell in the back of Levi's truck. This is not a character, it's real life in every way. I'm just a little bitch that never stands on what I say. This whole entire time I've been crying and complaining to YouTube and talking shit about people when in reality I'm just a little fake juggalo, faggot ass cuck fucking bitch. I took it up my ass. I love to feel that. The female that I've become is starting to feel bad. Fuck holes in my butt. Don't ever call me a cuck. It hurts my feelings and I'm never gonna give it up.
I shake the ground when I take a step. I roll out of bed and I'm out of breath. Broke the axle on this truck with my big old frame. Obsolete, can't bang the shell cause she's moaning my name. He'll be crying on the internet, he ain't got paid. And I'm making up stories like I'm getting laid. You want a muffin, bruh? How about some stuffing, bruh? Put it on the sandwich and I'll eat it like it's custard, bruh. Me and my team are okay, we bang guys. The only flag I raise is the one that's pride.
I take it in my ass. I love to feel that. The female that I become
It's starting to feel bad. Fuck was my butt. Don't ever call me a cuck. It hurts my feelings and I'm never gonna give it up. You created a fat fucking me. And I'm gonna eat every single one of you. I'm gonna sit on you and crush your head. I take it in my ass. I love to feel that. The female that I've become is starting to feel bad. Fuck wounds on my butt. Don't ever call me a cuck. It hurts my feelings and I'm never gonna give it up.
Okay, we get the point, right? But it's crazy to see that he's sitting there, okay? Now, to keep it a buck, I'm going to keep it a buck. If I'm on this panel and I hear this being said, first thing I'm doing is saying, yo, hey, I can't associate myself with you, you fucking weirdo. Fuck you. And I'm dipping out, right? Because what he said is the fact that he watched all this go down and didn't intervene. He let those children share a room together, knowing that his child was being victimized and being, abused. But he made it seem that the person that was doing the essaying, right, was an adult. And he's like, yeah, I snatched this motherfucker up. How old is he? 7 years old. Okay. But the fact that you watched all this shit, and you said that clearly with your own mouth that you watched it, but yet you still allowed the children to sleep in the same room together, knowing what was going on, and you didn't intervene. That tells me one of two things. One, you're a terrible fucking parent. And you shouldn't be allowed to have kids, period. And two, you sit there and you watch that shit every day. That's weird. That's disgusting. That's fucked up. That just tells me your character, dude. And that's fucking wild, dude. What's even more wild and baffling is the fact that these people sat up here and let him talk like this and didn't fucking call him out. Because in where I come from, in my book, if anyone said that shit, they're getting punched right in their fucking mouth. Straight up. I'm going to assault that motherfucker until I go to jail. Yeah. Farrell? Yeah. 100%. 100%. I would say it, but I don't want to get flagged. But that's wild, dude. That's crazy. You got grown ass men sitting on this panel and we're not willing to correct them and be like, hey man, no, hold up. That's not right, dude. But the fact that no one said anything and no one corrected them and put them on blast for that, that's wild work. Because it's fucked, dude. But yet people are still cool with this dude and still go over on his podcast every fucking week. Still hang out with this dude after all this shit was said about him. And after he said all this shit, people still hang out with him. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't know about y'all, but I was raised and grown up to where chomos shouldn't be allowed to breathe. They shouldn't be allowed to breathe. If you can harm a child in any way, shape, or form, physically or, you shouldn't be allowed to fucking breathe. And the fact that people are still hanging out with this dude, calling him homie and all this, that's fucked up, man. You're right. Wood chipper, head fucking first into the wood chipper, head first. It's disgusting. And unfortunately, we're dealing with this consistently. We got fucking these type of people running our country and these type of people that are making all the decisions in our country. These kind of fucking people, these predators. Because I'll tell you what, first of all, I'm a great dad, right? My son's 17 years old. I've raised him great. He's a phenomenal fucking kid. And if I ever seen any signs of distress or anything, I always intervene and I solve the situation accordingly. I fix the situation. I get it fixed ASAP. I take care of that problem immediately. There ain't no waiting. The fact that he let his child sit in the room after all this shit was going down and he knew about it, bro. To me, it sounds like a lame ass story that you put together to make yourself seem like that you weren't involved. That's just my opinion. Now, I'm not going to sit here and because I don't know the facts, but hearing it from the outside looking in, I think there's more to the story than what you're telling these people, and you don't want to admit it. So you can get mad all you want and upset. I don't give a fuck. Fuck your feelings, dude. Don't care. Because if you're gonna sit there and let that shit happen consistently with a child, I don't see how people can sit here and cordially hang out with this guy like it's a great fucking time. He should be punched in the fucking mouth repeatedly. He should be locked the fuck up, heads first in the wood chipper. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. Call me evil, I don't care. This is what I think. I'm sure a lot of you guys can correlate with me on that too and agree because his story isn't adding up. There's a lot of holes in that story, and I can't see any rational father letting their child stay in a room together with another child that's victimizing their kid. I just can't. Not a real rational father. So either get the fuck off the internet and be a dad, or go get fucking help, dude. Because honestly, you failed miserably. And the reason and the fact that these guys up here didn't call you out on this and say, "Hey, dog, you a chomo, bro. You weirdo, dude." It's fucking baffling. Baffling. It's insane. It's crazy. Now, I ain't taking shots at people, but I'm just saying, man, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Like the fact that this guy is even allowed to be on YouTube is mind blowing itself. Now I have heard the rumors about it and never looked really into it to see for myself what was really going on. But when I actually found this video the other day and saw it for myself and watched it, I had to go back and watch it a second time because I was like, am I really hearing what I'm hearing? Is this really real? And to see that, my gosh. I almost didn't want to play this tonight, but I felt that it was necessary because I wanted you all to see the type of people that are in the YouTube community that are able to have a live podcast on a weekly basis, and people still fuck with these individuals. Per my principle, no, absolutely not. No 7-year-old is figuring it out. If I had to guess, Touch Davenport was touching on that boy made up some bullshit story to cover his dark-sided ways. Fucking sicko. Eh. Well, I'm gonna continue letting the video play out because there's still a little bit more.
That's the thing, though. I was
Yeah.
bringing that like here. His mom, who is my girlfriend and Rue's mom, has multiple. Has a whole fucking notebook of bruises and other things to this being taught by his dad because she's trying to go after custody. This happens, and her to avoid actually having to do the honest thing. Guess who took the blame for all this shit?
Why would you take the blame for bruises if you're innocent? How does that help you keep custody of your daughter? If there's a notebook with dates and times of this kid having bruises, why not show that? None of this is adding up.
And then they try to say that I did the same thing to Ruth. All that got proved not true. When I went in front of the judge, it just so happened I was already, this is when I also went to for aggravated menacing and because I knocked out an undercover cop. So I was, I didn't look that.
You didn't knock no undercover cop out, you fat out of shape fuck. Dude, you look like a fucking pear, bro. You're shaped like a pear. The only thing you knocked out are the legs on the chair you're sitting on, dude. Shut the fuck up. I knocked out an undercover cop. Okay, first of all, what the fuck that even have to do with the fucking what you're saying? I knocked out an undercover cop. Right. Look at this dude. Look at him. God damn, dude. Dude, you couldn't.
Good for me. And you can go check this out. You know, y'all want to go check my shit? I'm just letting everybody know it's not gonna look good. You see this shit.
Y'all want to go check my shit? I'm just letting everybody know it's not gonna look good. You see this shit.
And the judge said the same thing you said, TJ. He said 10 years ago, sir, you wouldn't have got charged because you acted the same way a dad would act. But because of now, you did.
You acted the same way a dad would act, right? Is that what he just said? He said you acted the same way a dad would act. I'm sorry, bro, but you got it all twisted. A dad would not sit there and let that shit happen. So you're wrong. Either that judge got his fucking degree in a fucking out of a cereal box, or where'd you go? The special people's court? Fucking idiot, dude. God, man, this guy's a fucking moron. Wow. So I knocked down an undercover cop. Really? You know what he reminds me of? Knocked out an undercover cop.
Time to clown around, Joker style.
You know, actually cause harm to a kid.
You did, you know, actually cause harm to a kid.
Because when I grabbed him, instead of his mom telling the truth of where those bruises came from, she tried to blame me on it.
Hold up, hold up. When you grabbed him, it left bruises, but you're also saying she blamed you. Which one is it? How hard did you grab this 7-year-old boy that it left bruises? Where were these bruises? How many bruises were there? This isn't adding up at all. He's a fast talker, so some people might not dissect what he's actually saying. I smell bullshit.
Yeah.
But this dude was coming over for a fucking year and a half, bruises every day, pictures. She took them all.
Okay, so you just told on yourself there, bud. You just said that this boy's coming over for a year and a half. So you knew about this shit that was going on for a year and a half, and you didn't fix it. You're just as fucking bad. You were a terrible parent. You allowed this kind of activity to happen in your home for a year and a fucking half. Either A, you're lying about the whole fucking story about you snatching the boy up, doing all this, or B, you're more involved in it than what you're letting on, pal. Because I tell you what, there is no way I would ever let that happen. Not even for a day, let alone a year and a half. The fuck, dude?
Gina, I helped her build the fucking case.
What case? You just said you took the blame. So why would you, if you had all that evidence, against someone else?
Yeah, so this is why I act how I do now, yo. Because
I do now, yo.
Fucking hand. It doesn't matter how much you love somebody. Let them catch a fucking wind of being burned. What's going to happen? They're going to make sure you're the only one that burns. That's what I did.
Wow. That's not what you said on the live last night. That's now been deleted. You said you had your girl blame you so she could take custody of your daughter. And you needed her to come out and tell the truth. Now you're saying she blamed you so she didn't get burned. You can't keep your story straight, Jay.
So you want to go look at my shit? It shows up as because I didn't touch a kid, but because of now, you did, you know, actually cause harm to a kid.
You did, you know, actually cause harm to a kid.
Because when I grabbed him,
you did or you didn't. In one sentence, you say you did. In another, you say you didn't. See where I'm having a hard time believing your bullshit.
But I did intend, you know, I was. So by law, that's how they have to charge a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
The kid was 7 years old. A kid that young doesn't know anything sexual unless they're seeing it somewhere. You, of course, place blame on his father like everything else. You have all this evidence of pictures and dates, yet you still took the blame. Last night on a live that has since been deleted, you said you lied so your ex could take custody of your daughter, then said she lied on you, and you need her to tell the truth. Which one is it? Let's say you misspoke about watching that kid jack off, even though you stood on it when someone said you might want to reword that. You still knew what was happening for months or longer, because you gave several examples of different situations you've seen take place. You continued to let them share a bedroom, knowing what you knew. You said you intended to cause harm to that child, but then said you didn't. You're a fast talker, so some people might not sit and dissect what you say, but I do, and I stand on it when I say your story doesn't add up. An innocent person wouldn't settle for having assault on a minor on their record. Something weird was going on no matter how you try to slice it, and anyone with assault on a minor on their record is weird, period. As far as I'm concerned, you can fuck all the way off. Your bullshit excuses may fool some, but they don't fool me.
Damn. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the part of the accountability. And he ain't taking any. And people are still fucking with this guy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Wow. Let me spin a song here real quick.
Hey. Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Smo. Banjo. Got my kinfolk on here with me. Hickerbilly.
I'm from the top of the map, surrounded by the lakes. From Kentucky's where I'm at. We spread a whole work and paddle raise. If you want to better bust your ass. Growing up ain't hardly have a pot to piss in. That's why I keep trucking, yeah, I'm on a mission. This ain't just he, it's atomic fission. Executing visions built with precision. Simple Hickerbilly from the land of the snow. Used to ride around, bump a church of smoke. Now I'm in my studio recording tracks for both. Showing anything is possible, you set some goals. Gotta put it into work, put your foot on the floor. Say fuck a gate, kick down the door. Gotta do what you love and love what you do. And like music, I ask me, I'm more. Where you from?
Home of the Tar Heels, yeah. We can throw them dukes in the cornfield. We shoot first and ask questions later. Better watch how you move around here. We pour up the shine on my mama sweet tea. Or we can keep it simple and crack open a beer. You better not come around starting no trouble. We running you down like we hunting a deer.
From the land of snow machines and bass boats, better known as the Mint. We don't play by our family around here. You crossing that line, then you're bound to go miss. If you're keeping it chill, the whole state is a vibe. With that legal weed, man, you know everyone's high. But act disrespectful and you gonna find the Michigan boys really love a good fight.
Raised on cow farms and pig pens. My folks and they kin. Real talk from tough men way back when. I was still just a young buck. Jacked up my old truck. Hit back roads to get stuck. Yeah, them days. They long gone, but I'm still here. My kids grown, but they still near. We love God, so we don't fear a damn thing. Know this boy, he still work. Clocked in that same dirt. Ain't changed nothing but my work. Where you from?
On the dirt road with the pickup. Tobacco fields on both sides. If you wanna get down to the fist up. Yeah. If you don't want none, better be quiet. Shut up. I'm deep in the woods in North Carolina. Don't wanna be bothered enjoying the silence. If you walk in the dark, better look back behind them. Hillbillies come out and find you.
From the home of Kid Rock, Eminem and Bob Seger. A lot of legends coming up out of the mint, and you know I'm fixing to be one. Raised on them good old backward ways, back in the last of them good old days. We's out in the fields just chucking hay. Take the tractor to town, pick up some babes.
North Kakalaka, where I'm at, screaming yee-haw like we got to rest. A bunch of hillbillies on the dirt road, just trying to survive. We doing the best with what God gave us. We living in the woods with a lot of prayers. We all living the same and got no haters. We down at the creek with the alligators. Don't be messing with the boy, we cut throat. Up in North Carolina, kick your dope. Go and shoot a buck and hang him by his toe. Cooking up the meat and we sell his coat. Gotta do what it do when you dead broke. I love my talent, speak won't sell my soul. I'm in the big truck, bumping big smoke with donuts in the Chevy. Them cops mad cause they can't catch me. I'm on the outside, I've been working hard in that harsh climate. I'm deep in the pines, right here. I can remember the way that my mama raised me. In a place called Lewisburg, didn't have a dime. All them lonely nights, she stayed up praying. We all struggle just to stay alive. Around here, you learn to be patient.
Where you from?
Middle of the northern nowhere, where everybody is humble. Still turn up in the field on Friday night, sip a shine until they stumble. The land of the northern rednecks, old boy Aaron Lewis done talked about. Home of the Great Lakes man, smoking on a fatty while I'm slaying trout.
Banjo Cliff. Hickerbilly.
Harmatucky shit.
Your boy Smo. Kinfolk.
Creek Squad.
Hickerbilly shit.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to spin one more song, then we're going to hop out here, ladies and gentlemen. I thank everyone for tuning in, but I got one we haven't played in a while.
30.
So I'm on my way to a small town.
night, yeah, it's the weekend. Bass boat, fishing poles, we about to hit the deep end. Way out in the sticks, watch that sun go down. Bluegrass fishing, catching catfish by the pounds. So far back, couple miles from the town. Just stars overhead and moonlight on the ground. Cool breeze blowing while the steel spins around. Got a mason jar sipping what my granddad found. Ain't much here, but it's home and I'm proud. Speakers bumping on the boat, just me and my crowd.
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, boys.
To a small town in USA. I'm just a rider coming through, making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby? On my way, motherfuckers. To a small town in USA. I'm just a rider coming through, making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby?
Rolling down a dirt road and you know I'm whipping shitty. Steady smoking, I stay rolling tires and some fatty spliffies. Reminiscing while my speakers thumping up church and fitty. Thinking, damn, I'm real grateful I ain't grow up in the city. Never thought I'd be where I'm at, repping my hometown, holding Parma-Tucky down. Never thought I'd look at this place like it's something like some hollow ground. But now I'm on my way, and I know I'm making mama proud. Just chasing dreams, reaching goals, making music for my rowdy crowd. And them real good old boys who's raised like me. Eating cherries in a tree is one place we find peace. Till the neighbors let that piss valve go, you smell that sheesh. Still this place, it always touched my soul, nowhere like it, capiche?
I'm on my way to a small town in USA. Me, I'm just a rider coming through, making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby? On my way to a small town in USA. Me, I'm just a rider coming through, making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby?
We on that small town shit, give a fuck about no city. Chillin' with a country girl, and you know she hella pretty. Blowing on that top shelf, so I'm feeling kinda litty. Sipping on a Voodoo Ranger with a couple dogs with me. Out in the woods, everybody packing. Pontoon on the lake, music blasting. Kitchen touches will get you blasted. You don't really want the smoke, dumb bastard. I'm smashing down a back road. If you want it, I got that action. I'm about that action, y'all just acting. What a bunch of actors, and we at y'all throats like T-Rexes. Fuck a velociraptor. I'm just living my life. I stay in my own lane. I ain't doing this twice. I'm keeping my aim. Yeah, I'm on it. Give a fuck what you think. I'm out.
I'm on my way to a small town in USA. Me, I'm just a rider coming through, making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby? On my way to a small town in USA. Me,
I'll think of that in Chicago. I got
making waves. Feel the boom of the bass from a mile away. Slide this highway, I'm the race. What did you baby? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll speak on that. What I saw at that State of the Union address was very disappointing. I mean, can we all agree that there is a problem in this country with illegal immigrants and the fraud that's been already exposed, that's been going on in all these states that are, well, if you look at all of them, they're all Democratic-backed states that have a lot of this fraud. And you got a lot of the Somalians are committing a lot of the fraud, the welfare fraud, what it is I can tell y'all for a fact what it is these Democrat states, they are farming votes for the next election. The reason why they don't want these illegal immigrants to be deported and out of this country is because if they don't have voter integrity in these states, then these illegal immigrants can cast their votes. And this is where the election can get stolen. And they've already detected a bunch of false and fake votes, votes that were, some of them were double counted. Some of them were casted by illegal immigrants that don't even have the right to be in this country. And it's fucked up. Not only that, we got the Epstein file shit going on. No one's being held accountable. No one's being arrested. No one's being prosecuted. And these rich, powerful people are running this country, and they're also harming our children. And there's no accountability. Now we're seeing these European nations, they are holding these people accountable by placing them under arrest for their involvement in this sick, disgusting shit that's going on. Do I think Epstein killed himself? Absolutely not. No way. I don't even think Jeffrey Epstein is dead. I think he's still alive. I think Jeffrey Epstein is still alive and he's living in Israel, or he's either living in Israel or Saudi Arabia. One of the two. So there's a major problem. And when I saw that State of the Union address and I saw that no Democrat stood up at all, period, it just showed me what I already knew. They don't care about this country. They want to see it fall. Doesn't matter if Trump cured cancer tomorrow. They're going to be saying that he's a terrible president. So we got to protect Nick Shirley at all costs, because Nick Shirley has exposed a lot of this fraud in Minnesota. Just Minnesota, one of the prime example of fraud. You got the Quality Learning Center as a hub of nothing but fraudulent fucking activity, stealing American fucking benefits from American citizens. There's American, dude. I think the number one problem in this country is the homeless vets. Homeless vets are treated like complete shit, and these guys put their life on the line to serve our country, and no one does anything for them. Yet we're housing all these illegal immigrants that came here illegally to what? To steal elections, to put these Democrats back in power so they can continue to repeat the process of killing the American values and standards in this country. And to me, that's very fucking sick. If you served our country and you fought for this country, you deserve to have free housing and free health care. And you should be able to be entitled to a monthly income that is suitable to be able to get you on your feet. Because what comes with that is the ultimate sacrifice. Some of our fellow brothers and sisters of armed forces and have not made it back home, or were killed in action. My brother was one of those. He was killed in action. So to see our country in complete turmoil because we got it's a two-party system that's already fucked as it is. And when you got a two-party system that is designed to mask what the actual population needs in this country, you get, it's always going to be a rat race. It's always going to be the rich versus the poor, and the rich have enough money and power to do what they want to do, and they're the ones that's harming our children behind closed doors. You go look at the Epstein files. Tell me how many motherfuckers on there are poor. Not a single fucking one. They're all the rich and wealthy and powerful. They're all doing heinous and sick shit to children. Hell, I've even seen stuff in the files that say that they are killing children, eating children remains, sacrificing children, all that shit. To me, that's a problem. We gotta stop these sick motherfuckers one way or another. Now, unfortunately, YouTube's a fucked platform too, because they silence people. So just by me saying this tonight, this video is going to get tucked in the algorithm so low that it's not going to be able to surface, because they're protecting these kind of people. And it's fucked up. It is very bad. It doesn't matter how much we speak up and speak our mind about it. We get silenced and shut down. That's just like with the whole COVID-19. COVID was their chance to implement their bullshit into it by saying that they are going to try to control the population. I think COVID-19 was a population controlled operation. Look how many people allegedly died from that. We lost a lot of lives from that fucking what virus, whatever the fuck it was. I got it 3 times. Second time I almost didn't make it. I was on my deathbed in the hospital for a couple months. And it was bad. You got all these rich, powerful people that were associated with this Jeffrey Epstein guy. When you got somebody at this power, this much power and control and influence on these people, do you think he's just going to hang himself in a jail cell? No. No. He was an asset. He was a Mossad asset, and they utilized him, and they still do, because Jeffrey Epstein is not dead, ladies and gentlemen. He's still alive. They're not just going to kill off their asset like that. They've invested too much money in this man to let him do what he's doing. Jeffrey Epstein just didn't wake up one day and decide to be a pedophile, okay? He got shown this shit by these elite motherfuckers that are far beyond. There are people that's involved in this that aren't even known to the public eye because they are a shadow organization called the shadow government. Same ones that pull the strings for 9/11. Same ones that orchestrated a lot of this shit in this country that's fucked up. Pizzagate, all kinds of shit. So it's crazy. You want Rumble emojis? Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Blunt Force Comedy is going to be back in action. We will be doing our regular scheduled programming next week, next Thursday. First hour live over here. Second hour, we will be live on Rumble. For those of you who don't have our name on Rumble, it's Blunt Force Comedy, no spaces. You can find us on Rumble by searching it. And we're doing pretty good over on Rumble. It's where we can speak our mind more freely without being silenced and suppressed. And I think what better than next week on Rumble, we're going to talk about the Epstein files again. Some blunt force emojis. I wish I knew how to make some of those emoji things. That would be pretty cool. I need to figure out how to make them and get some blunt force emojis. We need to get the fucking, what is it? We need to get the redneck chic. We need the redneck chic emojis. Can we get the redneck chic emojis? Wisco, if you're listening, we need to have the redneck chic back next week. We need the redneck chic to make an appearance on Rumble. Who wants to see the redneck chic on Rumble next week, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be great. Who wants to see? If y'all want to see the redneck chic next week on Rumble, put a 1 in the chat right now. Redneck chic. He's being requested for next week. The redneck chic. Oh shit. Let's go. You got some work to do, man. Next week. The redneck chic. It's gonna be interesting. So guys, mark your calendar. If you haven't been over there yet, go check it out. I don't know if I can, let me see here. Let me see if I can grab it. I'll see if I can grab it real quick. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, where is that? I think this is how I do it. This is where you can find us, ladies and gentlemen, over there on Rumble, Blunt Force Comedy. So, you haven't subscribed yet, go over there and subscribe. Make an account. It's free. You can do it from your browser or your phone. You don't have to download no apps or nothing. You can access it from your browser. Hop over there and enjoy the fucking chat. Thursday, mark your calendars, guys. Absolutely, Shanda. Fuck Johnny Gobble for life. Put that up there for everybody. Let's get some hashtag F fucking. Let's get some hashtag fuck Johnny Gobble for lives in the chat, please. Let's get them all fucking. Let's get that popping. Hashtag fuck Johnny Gobble for life, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see it. Hell yeah.
Oh shit. You already know what time it is. It's that Hickerbilly shit. Hickerbilly shit. We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit. We just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf. Nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit. We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit. We just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf. Nothing less than a zip. HB shit, man, they never saw us coming. Just a bunch of no shit, taking rowdy country bumpkin. We speaking real loud for the folks who come from nothing. Putting fakes in their place, calling out that country bluffing. If you ain't really real, then you really gotta go. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, you won't. Cause knowledge ain't wisdom, man, that requires soul. Spread the light, kill the dark, that's the #1 goal. Can't know these fake country boys hang with the Hickerbillies. Out here stuck in first gear while we laughing, riding wheelies. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip.
I keep a bag of the sticky icky. Come on, you can hit it with me. I kick it with Hickerbilly for real, so don't get it twisted. I don't give a fuck about recognition for Jack Rabbit. I'm here for the home team. Let's get to the bag, damn it. I feel like I was born to do it. I spit the flame in these verses, they keep pouring through me. I know the game, I was born and raised up in the bricks. I felt the pain, Tennessee be a crucifix. And there I hang on that Hickerbilly shit.
We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip.
Fuck around and find out about the Hickerbilly shit the wrong way. We been posted up in the woods with some sticks, yeah, bitch, like all day. And we don't care about what you say, that jibber jabber, it don't really matter. All that bro talk, it's just pitter patter. About to raise the bar, you better get a ladder. We on it, blasting off straight to the top. Don't give a fuck, you could like it or not. Every day out here we punching the clock. Out in the country, nobody's in charge. Yeah, we really out here on a music making mission. If you're really looking for me, then you can find me fishing. We on that Hickerbilly shit.
We just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. Smoke some weed, boy. Hickerbilly shit, we just out here in the sticks. On some fuck around and find out if you wanna run your lips. Don't do it. Hickerbilly shit, we just vibing in the mix. Blowing on that top shelf, nothing less than a zip. That's that Hickerbilly shit, motherfuckers.
Well, good night,
Country
everybody.
rap better
Thank you all
watch
for tuning
out.
in.
We coming out the woods to get you.
Appreciate y'all.